We got a brand new update for Dying Light the Beast. This is update patch 1.3 for new content. It's called Surrender, New Human Enemies Behavior. Dying Light was always about reactivity and making the world respond naturally to your every move. After hearing your request, we've introduced a new human enemy behavior. Melee weapon enemies will now recognize when you're aiming a firearm at them and might decide to surrender rather than losing their life. Depending on your actions, then this scenario can unfold in a number of ways, but we'll leave them to you to discover. Next, we have new weapon executions. We've added 9 thrilling new finishers for different weapon variants. To help you experience them, here are the weapon types where you can expect new brutal execution animations. So 1 for one-handed blade weapons, 2 for long blunt weapons, 2 for long bladed weapons, 1 for two-handed blunt weapons, 1 for two-handed bladed weapons, 1 for knives, and 1 for knuckle dusters. And then next, for additional fixes and improvements, for progression, we have resolved a blocker preventing players from picking up the cable in Precious Cargo, fixed incorrect save/load behavior for doors in Precious Cargo, resolved an issue where players couldn't move after disabling gas cylinders in Chain Reaction, fixed a potential block in Hunting Yaga Quest if players closed the door after killing the scientist. In co-op, fixed an issue in One Flew Over the Volatile's Nest where players could respawn outside the mission area after death, fixed misplaced investigation triggers in the convoy during the Beast Within, adjusted AI suiciders despawning in Power Gambit, balanced bullet count received during Precious Cargo, fixed NPC duplication issues in hubs under certain scenarios, fixed unintended cooldown triggers during hive encounters, corrected crafting and inventory data inconsistencies, fixed several terrain areas where players could get stuck. And then in performance and stability, fixed various crash issues across all platforms, improved game stability where creating new saves and during long gameplay sessions, resolved multiple cases of performance degradation and FPS drops in co-op mode, enhanced visual quality by addressing LOD and texture streaming issues, and then in graphical improvements, resolved multiple lighting and visual artifacts across various missions and platforms, corrected various visual artifacts and graphical inconsistencies, addressed improper camera behavior and graphical glitches in several quests, fixed animation issues including shotgun unequipped and or various loot pickups, fixed translucent material rendering on Windows, resolved floating gun issues during a cutscene, and then for UI and audio, improved UI responsiveness on 4K displays, corrected key binding conflicts and settings, addressed translation errors and mission objectives, added missing description text for certain options in menu, fixed open animation playback issues on PC, resolved audio and subtitle synchronization issues in multiple quests, replaced incorrect sound effects for several usable items, fixed audio behavior places with guitar, synced and improved audio events for several mini boss fights, fixed screamer and audio glitches. Y'all let me know down in the comments, is this a W or L update?